Gen 5 music really does hit different. That's probably the best way to describe Generation 5 as a whole. Different. The music, for one thing, was quite the change from the previous two generations. Hoenn's use of trumpet signaled victory and adventure in a new world. Sinnoh's music was basically all piano, giving a feeling of familiarity and moments of peace. It's easy to call Generation 5 edgy, mostly because of the Pokémon designs, but the music was harsh. It was like rock and roll or electronic to the softer sounds we had just come off of. It gave the feeling of uneasy excitement. This tied everything together in black and white. The environments were different, the battles were different, the Pokémon were different. It was easy to feel hesitant or put off, but there's a chance that you couldn't help but get excited for even more adventure. The music elevated everything and truly made it all dynamic. Dynamic music has been elsewhere in Pokémon, used really well recently in Sword and Shield, but Generation 5 is where it was perfected. In other games, when a Pokemon's health is low, a constant beeping would play over the regular battle music. In Generation 5, the music itself changes, and instead that familiar beeping is incorporated into the song. It keeps the sense of urgency without being too annoying. It gives the feeling that the opponent has gotten the upper hand, but there's still a chance if you act fast. The beauty of dynamic music like this is that it increases immersion and gives consequence and reward to player choice. If Tight Spot during a battle plays, it's because you need to take action. Hurry, your Pokemon needs you. If Victory Lies Ahead plays, it means that you're doing great. You're almost there, just one more good hit. If the Village Bridge theme has every instrument playing, it's because you got the band back together. If Roxy's the only one left singing, it's because you broke up the performance. It's time to battle. All of this happens because of you. The changing music that you can't control is based off of weather. This makes the game feel more like a living world that potentially keeps on living even if you're not around. Sure, Undella Town is pretty quiet during the winter, but if you visit during the summer, now that's a party. The entire soundtrack for Generation 5 was the most ambitious of any Pokemon game, and there really hasn't been anything like it since. A while ago, when I discussed voice acting in Pokemon, I actually regret not bringing up Black and White. Because yeah, these games had voices in them. The previously mentioned music that plays in Roxy's gym gives lyrics to the gym theme. It's only one word, but that's all that matters. This little pixel-based game on a tiny handheld screen had voices, and its big boy sequels did not. If you think that's cool, don't even get me started on Ghetsis' theme. Oh yes, this music is so terrifying and perfectly suits the dread that descends upon you when Ghetsis decides he's finally had enough. The choir surrounds and intimidates you. Unlike any other battle music you've heard on your adventure, you're not being cheered on. If this entire song were not so good, it would be one of the worst things to hear throughout your entire playthrough. It's not that you're in a tight spot, but you're in a place where there's no hope left. You have to push on. That's literally all you can do. There's nothing else. And you keep doing your best to battle right by your Pokemon's side, and then finally, it's over. You've won. And then, the music gets even better. Onward to Our Own Futures has elements of everything. It sounds like the final evolution of every other song you've heard up until now. It has a triumphant feel. You've done it! You've completed your journey. But it almost feels bittersweet now that the adventure's over. And it almost tears your heart apart, setting you on a crossroad. After completing the game, is this where your Pokemon journey ends? Or is it just beginning? Honestly, there are so many other songs throughout these games that hit me so hard in the feelings. Each song could easily warrant its own video, but in my few words, I hope I've convinced or reminded you that Gen 5 music really does hit different. Hey, this is GatorEX, and you may have noticed this video was very different from what I normally do, just trying some different things out for, a topic that I really like. Let me know if you think this format is pretty cool or works out. I probably will stick to what I normally do, but anyway, let me know what your favorite song from Generation 5 was overall. I like so many of them. I like the one that's playing now, the ending theme. It's so good. The Entralink theme is also really great. I just didn't mention it, but it's good music. But anyway, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, enable notifications by clicking that bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorEX. Have a nice day.